Also tonight, is your car spying on you? Chances are, if you own a recent model, it is. And you probably don't even know about it. Joining me now, John Simpson, Director of Consumer Watchdog's Privacy Project. John, thanks for coming on the show. You know, we've got all these wonderful tools in cars now, and you say some of these tools are actually spying on us. Which ones?
Well, I mean, there's a number of things out there, and it's going to get worse. In 2014, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is going to require an EDR, an electronic data recorder, on all vehicles. And these are designed primarily to gather data surrounding a crash incident or something like that.
Pardon me, sir.
But they can suck up all sorts of... yes?
So that's like a black box on an airplane, right?
Exactly. And they are on some cars right now, but there are other things that also gather information. I mean, your GPS system, like OnStar, for instance, tracks you, tracks speed, that sort of thing. A simple transponder that you use to pay tolls also can show where you are and when you were there. Now, all of that data can have useful purposes. The problem arises when it's used for things that you didn't expect. I mean, if you, for instance, go frequently across a particular bridge with a transponder and you end up later in some kind of a court case, and those records are subpoenaed about where you were, that could be a problem.
Let's say it's a divorce case. You could get tracked in a divorce case. And certainly some of what you're talking about with the black box, which is different than the transponder, but the black box, you know, what you say in a court of law about what happened to you and how that crash occurred that you might have been in, well, the black box may say something else entirely. Is this information, I mean, as opposed to information that a doctor gathers on me, other kinds of private information, maybe my bank accounts, that I keep to myself. But this, it seems like I have no control over who uses it.
Well, that's the problem, and that's why a coalition of groups have put in some comments to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, saying that the privacy implications of gathering this data have to be taken into account, that people should own that data. It shouldn't, for instance, just routinely be given to an insurance company to set rates or something like that. So our feeling is that yes, this data can have a useful purpose. It can perhaps help design safer cars, but it shouldn't just be used and shared without the driver's permission and knowledge of how it's being used.
Well, I can imagine, though, that I have a relatively new car. I've probably signed away all my rights already to all kinds of information on that car. Are you aware of what you're signing for when you sign away your rights, your privacy rights with these cars?
I think many people don't understand the full implication of what they're doing, and I think also that there's the possibility of some new protections being put into the law that's going to require these black boxes that would prevent the data from being sold further down the line or being used to set insurance rates. Some insurance companies offer discounts if you affirmatively opt in to carrying a special box. There you're getting something. You know what you're getting. The problem comes when so much of this information about you and your activities is gathered without you really having any knowledge of what's going on.
I think Progressive has a deal with they call Snapshot, and you can say, all right, you can collect this data on me and I'm fine with you using it. But I think so many of us don't even understand that this information is being collected. John, thanks for coming on tonight. Appreciate your time. I think you illuminated a lot of people, including me, on the dangers of privacy in your car, for goodness sakes.